Hello everyone, and welcome to the best 7 minutes you'll spend in shul today. We admit that it has been a while since we put out a new episode, but after the Red Dead Redemption Let's Play session, we just kind of assumed that we were funny enough to keep making that same crap over and over again.
Yeah, not the first time we've been wrong or hard to watch. However, we've returned, and we are determined to get the show to be at least as good as the intro.
We really set the bar way too high when we made that.
Way too high. Today, we tackle a game that's garnered a lot of controversy from various hype organizations that make their money by scaring parents. We're speaking of the infamous Bulletstorm, of course, courtesy of People Can Fly and Epic Games.
Is this fear-mongering completely undeserved? Definitely. Are wild accusations being made about the game's influence on our possible subconscious minds? You betcha. Are they completely off base? No.
Nah. We'll give you our review and ultimately let you guys make the decision yourselves. So, sit back, try to relax, and enjoy Level Up's triumphant return to Shul Lobby.
Bulletstorm is not like other FPSs. Well, that's not fully true. I mean, it's in the first person, you shoot at things, right trigger shoots, left trigger aims on the sights, but that's basically where the similarities end.
I like the fact that there's actually a dedicated button exclusively for kicking, and there's also a way to just slide around forever.
That's true. Grayson Hunt's slide kick seems to not only just break people's spines, but also the laws of physics as well. You can literally slide forever.
I don't even know how he does it. He slides up hills, he slides down hills, he slides through hills. It doesn't make sense.
The game's main selling point is in its signature skill shots. Basically, to sum it up, a skill shot is a combination of using your weapon, your laser leash, and of course your good old boot. Yeah, when you really think about it, Bulletstorm is meant to be played more of bite-sized chunks. It's not one of those you play and you play and you play. I'm thinking more along the lines of Halo here, people. I'm thinking of when you play a Halo campaign, you really just sit down for the long haul. Bulletstorm is really meant to be played in chunks, and that really actually shines out in one of its other modes, Echoes, which is really just bite-sized little chunks of certain levels.
Yeah, you're right. It's like a sugar high. You really don't want to sit there and eat candy all day. You'll get sick. You will get sick. So
you'll get sick of Bulletstorm.
Did we just say that in a review? We did. Anyway, and the environment. Don't forget the environment.
This is true. In fact, the environment is as much a weapon in your arsenal as any of the high-powered weaponry that you're so cavalierly given. Now, of course, we've mentioned a little bit about the planet Stygia. This is, of course, being the game's setting. And Stygia itself almost becomes a character in just the sheer amount of impact it has on your gameplay.
Yeah, that's certainly true. One thing I certainly noticed about the architecture of the levels is that all the obstacles and objects within are much larger than they would be in real life. I mean, they're huge in comparison to everything else. So what you really have is a streamlined game, both in form and function. There's this aesthetic of size, of maybe not, if not overwhelming, at least visceral bigness.
And as we've kind of hinted at before, the planet also kind of factors into your arsenal of weaponry in the sense that giant cactuses easily become sources of enemy murdering.
Oh, that and just gravity, too.
Gravity. This is true. Kick them off of a high
Gravity
building.
will kill you, kids. One thing I didn't get sick of, even though at times he was grating, Grayson Hunt is voiced by the lovely Stephen Blum. I'm a huge Cowboy Bebop fan. Consequently, I'm a huge Stephen Blum fan.
However, all the characters really shine in their own lines, and although some of the lines feel a little forced and some of them not so funny as other ones, there are a few golden gems that really shine out.
Yeah, I suppose, although at times the interaction between Grayson and Trishka just borders on god-awful melodrama that I just can't stomach.
This is true. One of the less interesting characters to focus on really is the female character, sad to say, ladies. The game isn't really sexist when they deliver her, but they think, I don't know really what they were trying to do. I think they were trying to go for this one of the boys kind of thing, but they took it a little too far to the point where it's just unrealistic.
I think they really overplayed their hand because they downplayed her femininity to the point where she really wasn't female anymore.
She just became annoying. Well, as for the story, there isn't one.
Story.
There really isn't much of one. I mean, your main driving point is Grayson's never-ending quest for revenge against General Serrano, the game's villain, who they actually have you play with him for a while.
It's all fairly crude. I mean, this is not something I would let my kids play if I had kids. I don't have kids. It's a string of excuses to keep shooting things. I surprised myself, actually. I didn't expect to want to replay the levels. I assumed I'd run through it, get bored, move on.
It challenges players to rethink the way that they've played shooters before. It's not just about, oh, hide behind cover, shoot that guy when he pops his head out. It's like, oh, how can I take that guy, and that guy, and that guy, and the environment, and just mix them all together into a plethora of violence that will give me maximum amount of points. As we said it a little bit before, the game features some other modes, obviously because it wouldn't just be able to qualify as a game with just campaign. Or Echoes mode provides you with a bite-sized sort of chunks of certain of the key levels, where really it comes down to just trying to get the most high score by doing skill shots. Then these points are then posted on Xbox Live leaderboards, or if you don't have that, you can just post them locally and challenge your friends at home to try to beat your score.
Overall, Bulletstorm is kind of a warm-up for Gears 3, isn't it? I mean, after the gritty seriousness of Gears 2, this goofy, guilty pleasure is a colorful proof of concept, sort of demonstrating the sort of energy that the creative team at Epic must be feeling right now.
Yeah, hopefully.
I mean, People Can Fly are, of course, the ones behind it, but from our perspective, clearing Bulletstorm is a lot like getting ready for Gears 3.
Yeah. And thanks to the pre-order of Bulletstorm, we'll be able to get early access to the Gears 3 multiplayer beta coming in April.
Along with everyone else who pre-ordered it. But yeah, be jealous.
We'll be sure to give you all the highlights and quirks of Epic's new multiplayer bonanza when the time comes.
Yes, but until that glorious day, we'll just have to bide our time.
Yep.
Dragon Age 2, maybe?
Why not? It's not like I got anything better lying around.
Pokemon?
Never.
Oh no, we're doing Pokemon again. Anyway, tune in next time for when we
Are you honestly going to start that again?
level up!
God.